Hey, what's up everybody? It's Casey here at Serum Fly and Tackle, and I've been kind of thinking about Caddis Pupa. So today I'm going to show you how to tie a variation of one of my favorite Caddis Pupa that we have here in the shop. This is a variation of the NVO Caddis. Alright, so for this little variation of the NVO Caddis, I've got an Ahrex FW 531 in a size 8. So this is classified as their dry sedge hook. I still like the shape of it for doing a pupa, and it's still a strong enough hook. So I don't worry about it being classified as a dry fly hook. For a bead, I've thrown on Tyer Entice brass bead, 5/32 in metallic brown, magic coffee, whatever they call it. I can't remember what it is. Magic brown. Or is it metallic brown? In a shiny brown color. I'll have the proper one linked in the description for you. There's so many different names for the same color, it's hard to keep track. For tying thread on this fly, I'm just going to use black 6/0 uni. You can use olive, brown, whatever you like. It's going to hide in there. It's going to disappear in this fly, no problem. So we'll tie in our thread, laying down a bit over the shank. Give something for everything to bite into that we're going to tie in as we progress down the fly. And I'm going to get a little bit ways down that bend, and I'm going to tie in a little bit of Peacock Herl and for a tail. Now, usually when I'm tying with Peacock Herl, I'm chopping the tips off. They're kind of fragile, and I kind of usually discard them right off the hop. But I'm going to use the tips in this case and just tie them in. And I've got probably 5 strands of Peacock Herl there. And I'm just going to trim those off, and we're going to save this for later in this fly. Next, I'm going to tie in a single strand of Super Floss in the color Lime. We're going to go right back to our tie-in point for the tail. And then for the abdomen on this, I'm going to dub in some Nature Spirit Monster Bush fur dubbing in Peacock. Now, the original, or the fly that I'm basing this off of, they use like a black crystal chenille or almost something like that. But I really like this dubbing in the abdomen. It's got a little bit of everything going on in there. It's got some olives, got some browns, got a little bit of UV as well too. Looks really nice in the water. When you stare at fly patterns that you've got in the bins long enough, and the different materials on the wall, come up with some different kind of crazy concoctions. Sometimes they work. We're going to dub that forward. And as we go forward, we want to get a little bit thicker. We want to start thin and get a little bit heavier as we get towards the bead. We're not going to go all the way to the bead, but we're going to go probably 3/4 of the way. Maintaining that profile as we go. Now I'm going to grab that strand of super floss, and we're just going to rib that abdomen. Secure that with our tying thread. A couple extra wraps just for good luck there. So next we're going to tie in ringneck pheasant rump from OfishL in the color copper brown. And with this feather, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to strip the fluffy stuff off of the base. And I'm just going to tie it in by the butt. Trim off that little piece of stem there. And I'm just going to hold it by the tip of the feather, and we're just going to wrap a couple of wraps of this in, butted right up against the abdomen that we dubbed in there. Give it a couple of wraps. Trim off that tip. And we'll just stroke these back and manipulate them a little bit. Get everything pointing in the right direction. And then we're going to go back to that peacock herl that we already trimmed the tips off of for the tail. And we're going to tie that in just in front of that pheasant rump. Now, to help add a little bit of strength, I just twist it together with my thread. And we'll wrap it in just behind the bead there. And then we have that all complete there. We'll manipulate those fibers a little bit. And there you have my variation of the NVO Caddis Pupa. So hope you guys like this one. Give it a try if you don't have anything like that in the box. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already. Like always, I'll have all the materials posted in the description below. And give this one a try. Let us know what you think. Everything will be available for you online, www.c-run.com, or come by the shop and give us a visit and we can get you set up with everything. Thanks for watching, everybody. Catch you on the next one.